let's find you guys a couple plays. We also hit our parlay last week, which I forgot to bet, but it hit. So tells you that we kind of know what we're doing.
I forgot to actually bet this too. So
it's fine. It's fine.
Shame on me as well. Like we give out this parlay and then we're like, oh, green check mark. And then we didn't actually even bet it.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. Take us through it. What do you got for everybody?
I got one for Sunday. So obviously tonight we can't do that because that game is already underway. But I got Mr. Drake. I joke around in my fantasy league, Drake Bay, because there was so many people in my league that was obsessed with Drake May for some reason over the summer. I really never understood why. Like he was fine last year. Like it wasn't like he was.
I don't think he's. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I think he's a good running back.
He's fine. So Adam, great segue because we're not looking at a prop for him for passing yards, and we're certainly not looking at one for passing touchdowns. No. We are looking at longest rush for Sunday. So if you look, he's been over this how many times since he started? I want to say, only 4 times since he is, and I actually don't even know if he played in that game. He didn't even play in that game in Buffalo. So
he didn't finish the game.
That. Yeah, so he had 1 pass attempt in that game. So 3 times out of every other one of his starts, he has been over this. And look who comes into town this week. Familiar face for a team that I have bet a lot of rushing props against. That is the Carolina Panthers. Right now you can get this longest rush, I believe, if we go to I think I saw this earlier where it was 14.5. I really liked. So if I go here, so you can get this at ESPN Bet for plus 185. So that one, he hasn't been as consistent over it. You want to play it more conservative, you can go, I believe it's 10.5 is the line. You can still get that at plus money at DK right now. But Panthers themselves, not a great team at preventing quarterback rushes, and they have allowed, I believe it's 9 of the last 10 quarterbacks to go over that longest rush. And I think that there's many game states. You talked about this prop before. You can pretty much play a longest rush in any game state. So it's either they're behind, it's neutral, or they're even ahead.
Mahomes does it all the time on final drives.
Yeah. I like this one. A lot. Drake May or Drake May.
You love the alt rushing.
They're good ones, man. Like the Jahmyr Gibbs one was another one earlier this week. That was part of the parlay. So alt rushing, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I feel like the first 4 weeks of this show, I've picked an alt rush prop almost every single one. But that's what I got. What do you got?
I'm looking now, so hold on. Let me see what I'm gonna find. I mean, all right, you're gonna. Wow, I didn't realize. I
can drive for you here, by the way.
No. Well, no. Yeah. Okay. So. Well, it's fine. So here's what we're going to do. So I am, it is, by the way, your mic switched from room mic to something. You got louder, just so you know. It's fine. You sound good. You sound clear.
Oh, good.
Okay. Great. So I am going with, bring up Mr. Michael Penix, please.
Oh boy. Did Scott want to have some take backs on his takes on Michael Penix from last week?
I don't even know. I mean, I think all things Cerebus Paribus on Michael Penix. I love the Dirty Birds and I love Atlanta this week. I think that this is them getting a point at home after they got washed by Carolina on the road, and we watched the Commanders beat up on the Raiders, which actually without a couple fluke plays, I hate doing that, but without a couple fluke plays, it's actually 1-score game. Kind of tells me volumes, and that's why I want it. That's why I'm on Atlanta. Penix had a terrible game, and now they are at home against the Commanders, whose pass defense you'll see when you kind of go through filters. You go to his passing yardage over.
I was about to say which prop you want, passing yards.
Take his passing yards. Yeah, let's go to his passing yards. Okay. And I want you to filter this to his home games, please.
Okay.
There is a actual difference between everything that's going. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We got limited sample size. But also what I want you to do is I want you to scroll down to one of my favorite. It's in the main tab. scroll down to right below Michael Penix stuff. You're going to see not only his game logs, but you're going to see Washington's game logs. And you can see
lot of green there.
A lot of green.
Green.
You'll notice that I believe Gino in that L had like 292. Jordan Love had 272. I don't consider
292. Yeah.
Oh, 292. So there you go. Maybe I had him reversed. Russell Wilson is an NPC and his game is over. So I'm not counting that. But what I'm looking at though with Michael Penix is an alt over on his baseline passing yards. I think that the number is like 223, which I think is a little bit too low.
Yeah,
not even a little bit too low. I think it's crazy too low. He had 300 yards in his last two. He had 300 yards in 2 home games. So go take a look. I'm playing it like a little
223.
Yeah, 223.
So you want to just take the regular line, or are we looking at
no, let's have some fun. Go to 230.
All right.
Because if you go up, scroll up on him. Like, I mean, he's going to get over. I think he's just going to get over this based on what's going. Like when Jordan Love having 272 is just there's something we can find in the middle.
Let me just see. What about 249.5? What's that?
I thought about it. It's plus 175. It wasn't as.
I don't love that. I don't love that number as
much. But I like
the
230 at plus 106.
I like that. I like that. Yeah.
So, and this is actually a good lesson, everybody. You can take plus money on something, and it doesn't have to be extravagant. There's actually sometimes value in it being the lesser price because less has to happen. And if the width of the two prices is not something crazy, you just don't deal with it. We talk about this a lot when it's a team is plus 1.5 as their spread, and it might be minus 110, but the money line's only even. Like CJ and I don't care about 10 cents, so we're not kind of freaking out about that. If the money line was like plus 135, it'd be a little different. So, that being said, this is a play that I really like, and I will be giving this out on the SGPN show tomorrow. But Michael Penix, I think, is going to have a good game. And when you said Drake earlier, I thought you were going to say Drake London. And I was like, we're going to
God.
the same game.
I mean, Drake London's on my fantasy team, and I instantly regret taking him as like my 3rd round pick.
He was quietly great last year, but I don't know how. Because he seems to get kicked out of the game in the middle of the game.
Also, I like watch games with him. Remember, we were talking about like how Tet McMillan, like guy that pops off the screen, right? Like you like watching, like, oh, okay, I know when Tet is making a play. I like forget Drake London plays.
I forget he's one of the guys who's like invisible.
Yeah, I just totally forget that he plays. He doesn't make any like massive game-changing plays, and when he does, it's probably because red zone isn't on the game at that point because they're losing. So yeah, little weird. But I wonder what his receiving line is this week.
But anyway, I love this. I like Penix to have an alt on this. I think that.
Do we think Daniels is back for this? Because this line is priced as if he is not.
It's inconsequential to me.
Over Mariota? Oh, I think that matters. If Daniels plays over Mariota,
it does not matter to me because McLaurin is out. It does not matter to me based on what this prop does not matter to me on that because
I was
on the game
more about
on the game
spread.
On the game it's priced as if he's not playing, but it's also I got to be honest, like I think this Commanders team is pretty overrated, so I'm not. I still the look ahead on this was. Let me look at this. The look ahead on this was.
I can go look. I can go.
No, I got it. Give me 1 second to let Tom in. The look ahead on this was 3.5. So like they were even. They were even before everything adjusted, and then it was 1.5 a week ago, and it stayed 1.5. And it moved.
Anytime that there is a frozen line, say it all.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a signal that you probably should be on the other side.
Right.
So.
Frozen lines are more so than that other thing. That's why I'm gonna probably lose money.
Honestly, frozen lines scare me more than actual movement. Actual movement, I could be like, I disagree with this. If it doesn't move, I'm like, okay.
That Chiefs line is the Chiefs line is frozen, and I'm still on the Chiefs. So we'll see.
Well, it might be you know what though? Okay, with the Chiefs, that I think is actually more indicative that the Chiefs might be the right side, because if you look at the Ravens as a team, like what was the general perception of the Ravens coming in, that they were the best team in the league and that they kind of threw up on themselves in Buffalo, and they probably should have went to the Super Bowl last year. So the fact that even with that team scoring as much as it has, you had sort of a hot take on the phone this morning. You actually said, I don't think Baltimore is very good. I don't think
Baltimore. I don't think Baltimore's very good.
So
Baltimore has
about,
Andy Reid 2010, 2011 vibes to me with John Harbaugh.